Hi, I'm Dr. Satish Kumar and this is Kaizen Dental, the place where freshly passed out dentists and interns will get all the information they were searching till date. One question that seems to terribly haunt most of the freshly passed out dentists is whether to do MDS or whether not to do MDS. That is MDS to be or not to be. Have you ever wondered when you were a child, during different phases of your life, you wanted to be different things? At one point of time, you might have wanted to be a teacher. At other, a pilot. Few of us might have wanted to be fashion designers. The others, doctors. And some, actors. Why does this happen? It is because we look up to these people. We feel that they have achieved everything in life and they are successful. We aspire to be like them. Similarly, during our BDS, when we look around, what do we see? We see MDS staff. We look up to them. We think they are successful. They are knowledgeable. They have achieved everything in life. So, during our BDS, we aspire to be like them. But we need to understand one thing. Our situation might be different from theirs when they came out as BDS dentists. Success does not depend upon degree. It depends upon what you make out of it. You have to remember, there are a lot of BDS dentists who are extremely successful. And there are also a few MDS dentists who are finding it difficult in life. So today we are going to discuss the points which you need to keep in mind before deciding whether to do MDS or not. Stay tuned. Point number 1, time and hard work. You need to remember, MDS consumes 3 years of your life. There are no shortcuts when you're doing MDS. You need to give it your complete attention if you want to make the best out of it. However, that might not be the case for each one of us. We might have other priorities. We might not be able to give 3 years. It might be because of the financial constraints. So in that case, what do? Do you quit on the idea of doing MDS? It is not always yes. At times, there are certain colleges, the government colleges, which give out a stipend during your MDS. The amount they pay you as a stipend at times is more than what freshly passed out dentists earn as associates. So if you are serious about doing MDS but do not have the financial resources, you have to work extremely hard to crack the NEET exam and get into a college which pays you for doing MDS. The second thing you need to remember is interest. If you enjoy doing everything in dentistry, that is, extractions in the morning, restorations in the afternoon, root canals in the evening, then you should stick to general dentistry. However, if you like doing a specific set of treatments, for example, root canals, or you like treating a specific set of patients, for example, kids, then you can think of MDS, maybe in endodontics or periodontics. Depending upon what your interests are, you need to decide whether you want to do BDS or you want to get into MDS. The worst dilemma is faced by those who have scored good enough marks in their entrance exams to get into MDS, but they are not able to get a subject of their choice. What ends up happening is they end up thinking MDS in any subject is better than not doing MDS at all. However, trust me, I'm talking from the experience of the people I have seen. The difference between a successful life and a miserable life is doing what you like or what you don't like. If you select a subject which you don't like, you're putting yourself into 3 years of misery, and you will have to continue doing that for the entire life. Therefore, before getting into MDS, you should decide what subjects you either like as of now or you will learn to like over the course of 3 years. The third point you need to remember is post-MDS plan of action. It should not happen that after MDS, you are again in the same crossroads where you were after BDS. So you need to know after MDS what options are available. Yes, the number of options surely would increase. You can get into clinical research, you can get into academics, or you can get into consulting as well. But you need to have a rough idea as to what you want after MDS so that you don't feel stuck again. If your aim is getting into academics, once you pass out of MDS, you should see that whether there are jobs available for the subject you have done MDS in, or is there a college which is interested in hiring you. You need to remember, MDS is not the solution. MDS is only part of the solution. The fourth point you need to consider is return on investment. Whenever you're thinking long term, you need to think what return are you gaining on the investment. The reason is, in MDS, you're not just investing money, but also time and energy. So let us break this down into two parts. The investment which you have put in terms of money. Imagine you're in a situation where your ultimate goal is to put a private practice and you have enough funds either to do MDS or to set up your own practice. Which is your priority? And if you get into MDS, how long would it take before you can make the money to set up your private practice? The second thing you need to consider is return on time and energy invested. Imagine again, the ultimate aim is to put a private practice. However, you get MDS into a non-clinical field. Does it make sense doing that MDS in a non-clinical field, even if it is a government college, where you're not going to learn any clinical skills? And your aim in life is to use clinical skills to do well. Doesn't it make sense to use those 3 years to build up your clinical skill, work in other practices, set up your own practice, and build a patient base? What happens is, many times these decisions, like whether to do MDS or not, are taken in spur of the moment, that is at the heat of the moment. But we need to remember, they have a big effect on our career and our future lives. So we need to think logically before we take that step. So the 4 points which we discussed today are: number 1, time and hard work; number 2, your interest; number 3, post-MDS options; and number 4, your return on investment. Take these things into consideration before deciding whether you want to do MDS or not. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so that whenever we keep posting such videos, you will be updated. And do not forget to share this video with your friends, because it would help them also take the right decision for themselves. The question for today is, which of these 4 points we usually miss out on? Please post your answers on the comment section below. Thank you. This is Kaizen Dental and I'm Dr. Satish Kumar.